This episode is brought to you by Lightstream, the nation's premier online consumer lender.
Lightstream offers low-interest fixed-rate loans from $5,000 to $100,000 for practically any purpose.
We thank them for making our show a possibility.
Yes, we do.
Love is love. If you don't have to make a family by taking a traditional route. If he's over his good talk, he would say,
I am a lesbian.
Black queer human being.
We are two gay dads.
I am a transgender man.
Trans woman.
Bisexual, non-binary, single parent by choice.
Can I never have nice things? I just want nice things.
He just got spit up on.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, E. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, I woke up winning. So
Okay,
there's
good.
that.
I know. I love it. You woke up winning. E wakes up winning every morning and puts a video up most of the time.
Sometimes. Yeah.
most of the
How are
time.
you doing?
I'm good. I woke up winning. I feel good. I just came back from Paris.
Paris. Will you tell us about Paris?
You, where? They
Oui,
say
ouais.
where, and they say
Where,
oui.
where?
Where is like, yeah, that's what I've gathered. Yeah,
Okay.
we had a really good time. We had such a good time. And
Oh my
I
gosh,
took
tell us about it. The traveling with kids and
I
the wife and the gay
took
and the everything.
my 8-year-old and my 5-year-old to fucking Paris, dude, with my
Wow.
wife. And it was,
I love that it's with the wife.
I mean, like added that on because it wasn't just me. Like obviously
Right.
we were a team doing it. It was great. It was so fun. We had a good time. I mean, besides like they're bickering, you know, they're 8 and they're 5 and they bicker. And a couple
Right.
times I definitely was like, you are embarrassing me, acting like obnoxious American children. You better stop. You better change your tone. So there was that. That happened
Right.
a good amount of times. And there was this one family at one point we were at the Eiffel Tower.
Oh.
There was this one family, there was an American family, and the older kid was being such an obnoxious brat. And Rose was too. And I did this. I went, you see that kid there? You see that kid? You see that family there? Do you see how loud that kid is being? Do you want to be that kid? Do you want everybody? I don't know. It's not okay. It's not okay.
I mean,
but
it's fine. You know
I
what?
was like, listen, we're not going to show up as obnoxious Americans. But for the most part, they were well behaved. They started saying merci, d'accord. Like, I know, I sound so dumb when I try it.
No, what's Daka?
You're welcome.
Danka?
D'accord.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean,
it's not
any
Danka.
French, any French people out there, do not shade me for my terrible French accent. But it was fun. We had a good time. I'm proud of us.
You might have just started a trend for your family. Every Thanksgiving, you can go to a different country or.
Well, I don't know about that. We definitely spent more money than we should have. And we had a place to stay for free, so that's why we went.
That's great.
I don't know if our hosts got sick of us or not, but I'm going to choose to think they loved every second.
Well, how many days were you with them?
We got to Paris early Tuesday morning, and we left Saturday afternoon. The way there is hard, man, because you fly overnight. I couldn't sleep. I can't sleep sitting up. I tried. I didn't sleep the whole flight, so I was not in a good mood when we got there.
Oh, wow.
But the way back is a lot easier. So I've decided it's easier to go back in time than it is to go forward in time. Because when you go there, you're going ahead 6 hours. But when you come back, you're going back in time. You're gaining hours. And it's just easier on your psyche. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking Back to the Future. I'm thinking Michael J. Fox. I'm like, well, if I ever have the DeLorean time traveler, I'm going to go back in time because it's easier.
I love that
my
this
new
is
thing.
where you came from. Because that was one of my favorite movies and one of my all-time like idols as a young person is Michael J. Fox.
Come on now.
And that whole movie where he almost kissed his mom and like
God. Calvin Klein. Hey, Calvin. I just showed it to my kids.
Did they love it? See, I don't have a good response when I show like classic.
No, it's never as good as you
movies.
hope it's going to be. But like Home Alone, they both love. But that wasn't one of my childhood movies. That I was already like an adult when Home Alone
We were
came out.
old when when Macaulay hit his stride.
Yeah. But E, you're leaving me for a week. I don't have E for a week. I don't have E's business help for a whole week because E has this wonderful opportunity to do this special reading. You're going to be in Manhattan and I'm not even going to see you because you're going to be busy.
Okay, so here's the craziest part. I have to be in Manhattan for 5 days, Monday through Friday. The
Have
reading
to.
is.
I love that you say have to.
And so it's the 29-hour reading series at somewhere, I don't know.
Oh, I did that before at I can't think of the name of it, but I did
15th
that.
Street, something
I
something
can't
like
think
that.
of it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll be doing that, and it's a musical, and it's a
Love
new
it.
play. Well, it's a new play by a existing playwright who's been out there, Cheyenne, and I can't remember her last name. Oh my God, I'm
great
horrible.
here. We're doing
I'm doing
so
great.
good with
I'm
this.
doing great. But I'm
okay.
excited. I actually, okay, drum roll, please. I'm going to take public transportation because I have
Good
to
for
be at
you,
Ripley
E.
Greer.
I'm proud of you.
But I'm looking forward to it. This is like reading number 2 in a month, and I'm enjoying the slow build back into live acting people, and also appreciating how we're all so great as professional actors. And I say
Professional
that
actors are bomb.
I believe so because it's a different thing. I do a lot of teaching, so I'm not often around the pros, like except for you. And we see each other so much, but we're not like with
We're
a
not
brand
acting
new
together.
script. We're not acting together. But it's just it was so nice to be in a room with like adult, grown, professional actors who make choices, and I don't have to encourage, and then I get to make choices, and
You
it's
just
so
get
much
to
fun.
play. You get to play off people. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, for all you non-theater folks, we just bored you a little bit with our theater talk, but it's worth it because theater matters. I don't know
Theater
where I'm going with
does.
that. Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's move forward.
Yes.
Before we get into our guests, who come on, these guests. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
We have to mention Patreon. If you want to keep sharing these super important LGBTQ plus family stories, you can help us. We've got various tiers in our Patreon community starting at just $2 a month. That's less than a cup of coffee. I love to
Just
say
$2.
that because it reminds me of Sally Struthers.
Is it less than a cup of coffee now, though?
Yeah. $2? A cup of coffee is like $4 at Starbucks. Let's be real.
Oh my God.
You're going to do a good thing, and you're going to get bonus content like videos of most episodes dropped a day early, some crazy behind-the-scenes shenanigans of E and I just trying to figure out our lives and get it together.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have to head to patreon.com/ovariestalk to join. Do that now. Do that. It's fun.
Yes.
It's really fun.
All right.
All right. Okay,
Carley and Mercedes are two. Well, first of all, there's so much because we have so many lovely feelings for these two humans, but they're two young TikTokers who have taken the TikTok by storm because they're two young ladies in love.
Yes, and they're all over there. They throw their love all over the TikTok, and we love that.
And they are the cutest, most down. Like, they've convinced me Canadians are just the damn bomb.
They're Canadian.
But they don't know much about making a queer family
don't, not
queer
yet.
style.
No.
So they leaned in on their queer elders. That would be Jay and
That's us.
myself.
We're taking the roles of their queer elders. I mean, they're not even actually married yet, but that's coming. And we talk about it in this app sneak peek.
Absolutely.
For all of you who follow Carly and Mercedes, you get the inside scoop.
We also talk about their coming out stories, jealousy and lesbian relationship, and the classic penis envy.
Which
how they met.
That's
Yes,
something
go ahead.
new for me. I don't have the penis envy, but you'll hear all about it in that conversation.
Yeah, right. Oh God, the possibility of a future proposal.
Yes.
I sometimes feel like we outed that proposal a little
We sure
sooner.
did. We just keep doing it.
God.
Yeah,
keep
and
doing
a
it.
bunch. We talk about a bunch of other stuff. We're basically, and we've coined this term, gaying it forward and leading these beautiful ladies on the queer roads we've traveled before, and we're learning a lot from these ladies, like a lot. I have never felt so much like a protective mom. Not gonna lie. Especially when they talk about their For You page that I didn't know about. I'd never even heard of For You.
It's called OnlyFans.
Oh, exactly. It's called OnlyFans.
I was like, what the hell is For You?
For You. I don't know. I'm not in this world. I have two young children. I was like protective mom listening to this the whole story. I was like with my mouth agape. No joke. And there's a lot of F-bombs and sex terms dropped along the way as well.
Yeah, so be prepared.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a great
lot
episode,
of
though.
sex and F-bombs, but with gay. That's what it is.
But with gay.
Yeah, but with gay.
Hey, you guys, hashtag that, but with gay.
But with gay.
Yeah.
And without further ado, because we
Are
haven't
you
really
ready?
talked your ears off. There she is. There's
Are
the
you ready?
beauty.
I need to do this. I gotta go home and
I mean,
make
that's
some pie.
That's Helen, our
shit.
assistant. Yeah.
Let me get Beulah.
Beulah.
Okay, I'm here. I'm
Oh,
sorry
jeez.
about that. I didn't know it was my time this way. Oh Lord Jesus. All right, I'm rolling tape.
All right, let's roll this tape. Hi.
Hi.
Carly and Mercedes, or Mercedes and Carly. How did y'all decide?
Carly and Mercedes.
Because C becomes before M.
Exactly.
In the alphabet.
It just sounds better. What do you think?
Exactly.
Carly and
Number one.
Mercedes, or
You know
Mercedes
what?
and
That's
Carly?
that's like the first lesbian marriage thing. Like you decide
Yeah.
your kids' names because we hyphenated our kids' names,
Oh,
and we decided it based on what sounds best, not whose name we like better, but what sounds better.
What
Yeah, just
sounds
like what
best.
rolls off the
Yeah,
tongue.
I feel like Carly and Mercedes rolls off the
It
tongue.
does. Well, hi. Let's.
Hi.
Hi.
We have
We're
to,
so excited.
We have to give our listeners the little elevator pitch of who you are so that everybody knows you. Y'all, we're in person. This
Yeah.
is so exciting.
I know,
Yeah.
we're face to face.
It's surreal.
Carly and Mercedes drove
From
like the
Canada.
youngins that they are, all the way from Canada
Yeah.
to the great state of New Jersey.
Thank you. Finally,
love
she
New
gets
Jersey.
it.
Yes.
Great state
Give it
of
the
New
recognition
Jersey.
it
Yeah.
And we are
deserves.
here
Thank
in E's beautiful recording studio, and we are in live and in person with Carly and Mercedes. This has been in the making. It's so exciting.
Yeah, all the FaceTime calls.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
All our meetings.
We're
We're
like
so
best friends.
excited to
So
be here.
We
All the
should
texting.
do
Of what?
30 seconds.
Oh, I need my timer. You know
One
the
of us
timer.
needs a
it's-
ti- I got a
it's
time.
time.
Oh, yeah, we
Oh, it's like
time.
you're legit. Okay.
Yeah, it's
we
30
will,
seconds.
We got
we
30
will
seconds.
never cut you off.
Don't let her
Not
talk.
in a million years.
Yeah, I'll
That'll
keep
be going on
going.
for
Yeah.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Chatty Cathy over here.
All right.
Okay.
So who are
Ready?
you? Why are you here? What do you think the world needs now? No, I'm just fucking with
Oh,
you on
fuck.
that part.
No, just who you are and why.
Like, I did not prep for this.
Yeah,
Why
that's
are
the
you
best.
with
When
these
don't
start,
rush.
watch this.
ovaries?
And 3, and 2, action.
How about Carly and Mercedes, and we're here.
That is a first. Nobody
Yes.
has ever.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Okay, clock's a ticking. We're Carly and Mercedes. We're content creators from Canada.
Canada.
What did you say?
Yep.
How do the
Canada.
Americans say it? Canada.
And we're in a loving, committed relationship, kind of.
That's a stretch. No, I'm just kidding.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Kidding.
1 second. 0. We're done.
Oh my god.
That's the timer.
All right,
Wait, we
but
gotta tell us why
tell
we're
us,
here.
Tell us what
Yeah.
you really want us to know about you.
We want. Oh, what?
Well, like tell us.
That's a long story.
So you're content creators from Canada,
Uh-huh.
but tell us why you're here talking to these old ovaries, these haggard old ovaries.
That's
Okay,
exactly
wait a minute.
why we're
I
here.
am exactly not a haggard
No,
old
we're not.
ovary.
We're
I'm
not.
not
Old
even joining in on
ovaries.
that one.
He's like, speak for yourself.
Speak for
Chill.
yourself. I don't. I think mine are testes at this point.
Your ovaries have dropped.
There you go.
My ovaries
Oh,
have dropped.
that's good.
That's-
I love that.
My
ovaries
ovary. That's a
have
shirt.
dropped.
That's a shirt.
My
My
ovaries
ovaries
have
have dropped.
Jay is
That's
always
hilarious.
working.
Trade market.
Same.
Yeah.
We are also only
Strictly business.
work relationship.
Because
Yeah.
Work
the two of
relationship.
you are in a relationship, but your work is also your relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yes.
Oh
a
my god.
big overlap in like
It's
our everyday
complicated.
lives, our
Does it?
business, our work,
I
our
bet.
relationship. Yeah, because it all just starts to like blend together at
Yeah.
a certain point, and like
Right.
when you're filming content and trying to make as much content as you can, you feel like you can't always be present in those special relationship moments because you're always trying to like film everything. So
Yeah.
Right.
But also on a bad day when we're fighting.
oh my god, yeah,
and
then we
work
have to make
needs to be done,
content.
and content has to be done, and we have a list of things, and we have a meeting, and we have, you know what I mean? Like we have to be still
Still on it,
on it,
and it's
Right.
hard because
even if we're
You're
not
your
on it.
own
Yeah.
production team.
Wait, I
Mhm.
have a question though. What does a bad day like? What does fighting look like for you guys?
we bicker about like creative differences.
We bicker a lot about work.
Yeah.
Okay.
We bicker about our new son, Jax.
Oh yeah, we do.
Aw, baby
We're puppy
Jax.
parents.
Puppy son.
Yeah.
So this is why we got in well, like we are kind of coming in as your elder gay mentors.
Yes, we need that.
We're
That's
here
why
for
we
you.
need all the advice.
They have a puppy.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
taking over their life.
Mhm.
It is
Yeah.
it is hard like a baby.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with we got a dog first and then we had our daughter a year later. I don't
Too
recommend
close.
that. It's
Yeah.
really because puppies are
'Cause they're
hard.
still a puppy at that point too.
Yeah.
Like
But let's go back to E's question.
Which was?
I can't remember.
Oh, what does a bad day look like?
Yeah.
What does a
I'm
bad
on
day
it.
yeah.
look like?
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
here.
I
You're
appreciate
on
it.
it. You're
I'm
on it.
present.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you.
A bad day looks like, I feel like it either starts as soon as we wake up.
Yeah,
We're just
like the
annoyed.
tone is off.
The tone is
for
off.
the day. The mood's
And
gone.
second, with lesbians, the second a tone is off in the slightest way, you set each other off now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
the whole day is ruined now.
I can't tell you how many times I've had moments with my wife at the end of the night, like from the moment you woke up, I have felt this. Like,
Yes.
Same. Literally, this happened the other day. This is like 2 days ago. Is the day before we came here, and she woke up in such a bad mood. She didn't even say hi, good morning to me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm like, I'm not talking to you for the rest of the day. You didn't even say good morning. The first thing she said was,
addressed
"You
you.
didn't take Jax outside." I'm like, good morning.
that's welcome to married life with kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, get ready. And a
Absolutely.
dog.
Yeah.
Get ready.
But I would like to preface here that I rarely ever have bad days.
Oh my god.
And so I was due for a bad day,
This
and
is
Carly
insider.
didn't handle it well.
We
Information.
don't, because we're
Okay.
so sensitive as cancers, which we know now.
Yes.
We're both cancers. And
Yeah.
we don't we're sensitive. We feel all of the things.
Yeah, and
but
I was trying that day. I really was. And I came home with because I had an appointment in the morning. I had therapy actually. And then I came home and then I surprised her with like a tea. And she was like, I already made one. I was like, okay, well. And then at the end of the day, we were like bickering about we had such a bad day. And she's like, you never did anything to try and make me feel better today. I was like,
I brought you a
literally
fucking
brought you a tea. Then I went to I had to leave for another appointment and I called her. I was like, do you want me to get you some food? She's like, no, I ate cereal. I'm like, okay.
No. See,
Oh,
this
that's
is what
not
a bad
what
day looks like, okay?
Uh-oh. This
When
is
Carly is having a bad day, I'm at her beck and call, right? I'm like, what can I do? Here's this. Let me make you food. Let me give you a hug. You know, the bare minimum things. And when I'm having a bad day, she ignores me. And she's like, you're having a bad day? All right.
But because are you an external processor though? Like, do you process things in your inside or are you externally processing?
External. Like
Okay.
and like communication is so big for me that the second I'm feeling some type of way, I'm like, I tell you. Or if
Right.
I'm upset, I tell you. I say everything I feel right off the bat.
That's great.
She's internal.
Oh,
So
yeah, I
I
hold
won't know
everything
until
in.
the
Oh,
end
you're
of the
an
night
internal
what
cancer.
happens,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So
How do
she's
you
very
do
emotional,
that?
but it's
I
internal.
don't know. And I've learned to like silently cry because I just cry so much. So even if I'm like sitting here sobbing, you wouldn't know unless you just see the tears from the side.
my
Like I can
God,
fully
Carly.
have a mental
Yeah.
breakdown and just be like,
Tears just stream out, but her face is straight and she can still talk normally.
but I'm self-aware, which is why I say if I cannot talk about this right now because I'm going to get really upset. So I need that time.
And I
have
need to
that.
talk about it right
this
now.
This is why the two of us are here in your lives because
Yes.
we've been through this
Yes.
in many ways.
Yeah.
And like this is why we love you so much because you're in this young, new, budding, also all over TikTok love.
Yeah.
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 And that's
we don't keep
why
anything
we're
private.
here to
To ruin
school
that?
you in a terrible
Yes,
way
terrible.
about
To
all
pop
the
us, to
things
take
to,
off our
look out
rose-colored
for.
No,
glasses.
but honestly, to give you our advice about what we did wrong and what we did right and things just to think about. Because I think giving advice, y'all are different. We don't know who, you know what I mean?
But we did just do while we were all like just hanging out talking about who's who in the L word.
Oh, our
Yeah.
favorite show.
Our favorite show.
And apparently Mercedes is an L word. What is the word? Aficionado?
Fanatic.
Fanatic.
Fanatic. You can ask Mercedes anything about any episode, and Mercedes will remember. However, we have learned through our talks that Mercedes, you are Shane,
Yes.
clearly,
Okay.
and it's so clear.
It's so clear.
obvious.
Yeah.
I mean,
And like her past as well, like Shane's character development, like Shane used to be like the biggest fuckboy, and you just kind of see
Were you
Shane
a
like,
fuckboy?
ooh, we're gonna get
oh
into
my
this.
god,
We're
That's
gonna get into
exciting.
this. Oh
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
who in this room is who on the L word? And we also have our cameraman James here. So
I
we
see you
can-
as Alice. I need to say it right now.
Completely.
for
Alice.
sure.
I'm Alice.
Alice.
I'm Alice.
All the way.
I'm
Yeah.
Alice.
Even with
She's
your
like-
voice to
I
me,
know.
it kind
Yeah,
of
she
sounds
sounds.
similar.
My friend
Alice.
said that when we started doing this. They were like,
Really?
she sounds like Alice from the L Word.
Alice doesn't
That's
have like the sex
crazy.
appeal and the
What?
thing.
Maybe
Feel
not
better
at
about
like
myself.
seasons 1 and 2, but her glow up is insane.
Alice season
turns
4.
into a fucking smoke show.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
she
she
does.
got
So
she did
sexy.
definitely
so
get better.
sexy.
She
yeah.
did get
Yeah.
better.
I learned how to be a lesbian because it came out. The L Word came out in like '92. It's somewhere in the '90s. I'm pretty
Was it
sure.
the 90s?
2004.
2004.
Look,
You can
look,
ask me any question you have. Just ask
Mercedes
me.
came out.
I was
2004.
that old.
Yeah.
That was a fucking shame that I was
Yeah.
watching the L
Yeah.
word and
No,
learning
that's
how to
not
be a
a
fucking.
shame.
1800s.
Oh no, you sound like my son.
1967.
The 1900s. That sounds old to them. That's hilarious.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, but it helped me a lot because I didn't know. And especially when my ex-wife and I were going into baby making mode, I think we knew it could happen because Bet and Tina
Bet and
made a
Tina.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And
Angelica.
Oh, right.
Mhm. Wait a second. Who's who then? So we got
Okay, wait, so-
Shane.
Okay.
We got
Mercedes
Alice.
is Shane,
Alice.
Alice. I'm going to claim it. I feel Bet. That's what I feel like.
You-
Absolutely
Oh my
not.
God. I feel like I'm Bet's
She's
opposite.
Bet is a like top dominant.
like a dom femme.
No,
She's
and I'm
submissive.
like,
I would-
sub.
Yeah,
no,
I
you're
would
like,
maybe give you
You're like in
Dana.
the next generation. No, you're not
Wait
Dana.
a minute. No.
No, you're not Dana.
I
You're
think
like,
I would
know.
think you were Dana because like even like her coming out in the beginning, like
Oh, yeah.
and I think you're
true.
just like really like kind of quiet and like sweet.
beautiful.
I don't know.
Like the whole.
We're claiming me as Dana after you just said you fucking hate Dana.
That's fucked up.
Nobody knows
That
that.
No one
is
else
fucked
hates
up.
Dana. No one else hates Dana.
I'm the only
I
one
know.
in the
I
world.
would-
that
Once she
There's
doesn't-
no Dana
rewatches it,
hates.
if she rewatches it,
I
she's
know.
not
gonna
gonna hate
And you
rewatch.
it.
hate her
New
for,
eyes.
like for her push-ups.
I'm gonna-
I also
As long
can't
as
do
no
a
one's
push-up. Do
Jenny.
you also hate me? Like,
Right.
If you can't
Jenny.
do a push-up, I have a problem.
Jenny.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I'm just kidding. But
if anyone said I was Jenny, I would honestly leave the country.
Yeah,
no
you would do like the
way.
Jenny and
No.
kill
everybody
yourself.
hates Jenny. Poor Jenny. But
Poor
wait,
Jenny.
but so
Poor
Dana,
Jenny.
but
Jenny
also,
caused trouble all the fucking
She
time.
did.
Who was your most attractive person that you saw on the show?
Wait, so
Harmon.
wait, you're claiming
Wait, who-
Bet for yourself.
Oh, I'm absolutely.
Bet.
I don't know if I'm
He
Bet,
claims Bet.
but I feel
I
I've
feel
always
that for you.
Yeah.
I've always felt very Bet.
I
But
see
Bet
that.
is a fucking whore. But I was a fucking whore.
Yeah.
And I
feel like
enjoyed
you
a
guys
it.
mix
have a lot
between a
in
whore.
common.
Wait, a mix between a
Whore
whore and
and-
domesticated.
and- yes.
That's
Yeah.
you.
There it
That's
is.
literally you.
That's
Yeah.
you. Right
It
there
is.
It is.
Bet's character like goes
well,
through it
I have
all.
a business like Bet. Bet had the gallery. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're
You're
Bet.
Bet.
I'm turning into Bet. But
You're Bet.
I love Bet. I think I didn't want to fuck Bet as much as I wanted to be Bet.
Yeah.
So we've got Alice, which is Jamie.
Yep.
We've got Shane, Mercedes. We've have Dana, which is Carley, and I'm Bet. So now, which one of all the L word characters would you want to fuck?
Carmen.
Carmen was
That was so
hot
fast.
to death.
And we-
Carmen.
Carmen.
And we know how
I gotta-
Carly feels about that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is because Mercedes is a very big hypocrite. So I feel like when
Yep,
she
I'm self-aware. I
is
fully
like
am.
very obsessive with characters on the screen. Like we literally were just watching the L Word a few days ago, and
No,
then
no.
you
Oh,
were
I'm gonna
talking
snap.
about Carmen. What?
I'm gonna snap.
What?
Uh-oh.
Tell me. Tell me.
No, say it.
Okay,
I'll
finish.
cut in.
Thanks. Stop cutting me off.
So much insider.
We're ready to go. So we were watching the L Word the other day, and then we were talking about Carmen. Our Carmen came on the screen, and she was like, "Oh!" Starts like air jerking off, right? Okay, going
It's like a thing?
absolutely
Oh my
crazy.
God.
I'm
It's
like,
like a
"All
whole
right,
thing.
chill." I know
Lord.
she's obsessed with her and like whatever. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
and like it is like a teeny bit annoying to me, but it's not as like serious. Like I'm a lot more dramatic about it, right? Like I
Right.
just play it up.
Right.
Yeah.
So then Shane came on the screen and I
No,
literally
this
made a
is so
comment and I
fucking
said,
different.
I bet Shane would be really good in bed. That was all I said because
I
Shane
mean-
is you could just tell Shane is like the sex icon of the show, right?
First of all,
And then she starts getting
First
hit
of
and I
all.
was like, you were just air jerking off to Carmen, but I can't say
can't
that
say
Shane
it.
There's
would
a
be good
difference.
in bed.
imagine I said Carmen probably eats the best pussy.
Okay.
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 It's better than you
First
jerking
of all,
off to
if you
her.
want to
Like,
say Shane is so hot, that's a lot different than saying Shane is probably amazing in bed.
what do you guys
I
think?
think you're
Oh.
nitpicking. I think
I
you
think-
think these people are hot, and they are hot, and you can't just be attracted to each other. It's okay.
You have to
But
be able
also,
to take
Carmen
what you
now is
dish out.
probably like 50 years old, so
And
which would
still
make her
hot.
so
Yeah,
fucking
That's-
hot.
love
I
older
know.
This is
women.
this
Love
is my
older
thing
women.
with L Word. We need more seasoned elder real lesbians on the show. That's what I want. I want more.
They had
over
Rosie.
40,
They had Rosie
and
on
I
this
like
new
it,
one.
and I like
Mhm.
that. I like it.
But now they're all like older seasoned
Right.
lesbians on the
It's
Generation
kinda-
Q.
Yeah, but like Bet is not really gay.
What do you mean?
Like the
Oh,
actress.
in real life.
Like
Yeah.
in real
Oh,
life.
I
But
want,
because
like,
she's not
true
bad.
I
representation.
Want real.
Oh, yeah.
I want real lesbians doing these sex scenes
But I
because
feel
then
like
I
in
believe
Generation
it.
Q,
Who-
there is. All of them are like
Yeah,
lesbian
all the
yeah,
new
you
ones.
can
Or
tell they're
non-binary
They're young.
hunter-killers.
or
They're
trans.
like, you can tell.
Oh my God.
But they're
That's who
babies.
she is. The
That's
new
what I'm
one.
saying. Yes,
The
thank
new
you. I was
one.
saying
Who?
The
Generation
woman
Q.
who was left at the altar by her would-be wife with the curly hair, the Latina family. She was going to marry
Oh, I'm the one that gets left at the altar?
Well, no.
Oh my God, you
Are those the vibes that I
are.
No. You don't have those.
No,
Oh no, I didn't
no,
mean
no.
it like that. I'm just. That's who you remind me of.
No, because
because she's gorgeous
she's
and the hair and the
sweet
face and
and
she like you got.
super
You know
sweet.
Do you know who I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
I do.
Okay.
I cannot
I forget
remember her name.
I know all the
Every
old
time her
characters, but
name.
the new character, I know like Finn, like
Finley.
Finley.
I
Yeah.
love Finley. I wouldn't sleep with Finley for no money, but I think
never.
Finley.
Finley
was
is so
Finley's a mess.
sweet. I'm
But
like really
this
hurting
is my
for Finley.
thing. They're all young. It's so many youngins, and I love it. I love seeing the queer representation. I love seeing the lesbians, but I need something for me.
Yeah, like you need something to relate to, and it's
I
harder for you to relate
do.
to like the younger
Yes.
generation.
I mean, I can
than-
relate to it, but I need to see some sex scenes with some real lesbians.
Mhm.
I mean, I always
who
want
are
to see
over
sex scenes
40.
with real
Yeah.
lesbians. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
well, yes.
Although
But
that's not
Shane
the
is over 40 now. Alice is over 40.
Yeah, but
and they
Shane
look-
isn't doing sex scenes like she used to.
but she's doing
Maybe
them
because
better.
she's over 40.
She's doing
Yeah.
them better because they didn't know where the vagina was in the original ones. I would watch so intently. They were so far off the vagina, and now that we have
Oh, yeah.
intimacy coaches,
Yeah.
they're more accurate because
Yeah.
they would be like here, like
Yeah.
eating
and
the
no,
cud.
Yeah.
no, or eating snatch and be eating like so far down. You're like, whose pussy is down there, right?
But can I just say, out of every show that I've watched, even though they've missed the vagina sometimes, they like the L Word has the best sex
best
scenes
sex
out of
scenes.
any
The
show
The
I've ever
most
watched.
accurate. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
agreed.
And hottest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it
The
is
best.
steamy.
They do well. But let's take it back to the two of you.
Yes.
So now we know who in the L
The
Word
reason we're here.
we are all are. How long have each of you been living that queer life? Known you were queer, loving that life. I think we need to go.
How long have you been snatch attacking?
There
The
you
womb.
go. That's the way to say it.
Snatch attacking.
Snatch attacking.
The womb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
The womb.
I've always been
You've always been snatch
a
attacking.
dyke. Yes.
Okay.
This is where your
Very
question
gay.
comes in.
But
What makes you gay?
Oh, so God damn it, Jamie.
I'm
we gotta
here
write
for
my
you.
shit down. I
know.
appreciate
I'm
that.
here for you.
So you say you've been snatch attacking since birth.
mhm.
What makes you gay outside of the sex? Take away the vagina, which I know it's coming back. Don't worry.
Okay.
Take away the boobs.
scaring
Take away
me.
the body. I know. That's
best part.
scary to
The
me.
look on your
What
face got
makes you-
scared. I'm not going to lie.
What makes you gay outside of the
We
fucking?
can give
we
our
want the whole
examples because
community.
we were
to-
just talking about it earlier.
we want the community to understand we're more than the sex we have and who we have it with.
And I said my walk. I'm so
You
surface.
can say your walk. No,
Let
yeah.
me get deep.
Your
Yeah, what
walk.
makes you gay?
Oh my god!
I honestly think like my mannerisms. Like I feel like I am just gay. Like not sex taken away.
Right.
Like you just know when. So I feel like I have gay face. I feel like I have gay walk. I feel like I have gay poses. Like the way I sit. Like
Like you just.
and that's just me.
Like
it's
your
not like
vibe
I'm
is gay.
trying.
But what
yeah, I feel like I have
makes you-
gay energy.
yeah.
E and I were talking about it, and E
Wait,
was like,
yeah.
"Well, just to put this in context."
Wait, don't tell. We gotta go and ask Carly first.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, well, here's the thing. I don't know
Cock-shocking from
because
birth.
Oh Lord.
when I was
Cock
younger,
shocking.
when I was younger, you know when like you get to the age where you first start like getting feelings
Yeah.
and like
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever, you start like kissing boys at school and whatever.
Yeah. Been there.
I was kissing girls at
Oh,
like
yeah, you were.
7, but I still didn't know I was gay. Like I was like, oh, let's like I would really want to
Practice.
kiss them, and I was like, let's practice for when we have boyfriends. And so I'd
Obviously.
bring all these girls to my house. I'd literally make out and like dry hump all of them in my bedroom, and then I'd send them
Didn't
on
we
their
all
way.
do that though?
Like,
everyone here had to have done
we
that when they were
definitely
younger.
did that.
When I thought
Yeah.
it was an everyone thing, but then straight people are like, no, I never did that.
was
And I'm
like,
like,
You never
oh,
dry
that
humped
was
your
daddy.
friends?
literally, I'm
Yeah.
like, that just must be a gay thing, and I thought everyone was doing that. Like,
Everyone humps their friends.
I
Yeah.
only
Come
dry
on.
humped one friend, but it was a thing that we did every time we were together.
Yeah.
But I only
Yeah.
dry humped one
Yeah.
friend.
No, I had a lineup of
roster.
girls, and I had like this girl, and then she'd be at my house. I'd send her home, and the next day her sister would come over, and I'd do the same thing with her sister. Yeah, so I just had them like
Play
lined
of
up.
plays.
Yeah, fun play
Yeah.
dates. We were playing house.
Of course, yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah, and then it was probably like when I was like in high school, I was like probably leaning more towards men at that point, but like I could never really solidly commit to anything. But then I was still like girls in the back of my head constantly, and so I would do those quizzes like, "Are you gay?" Blah blah. Blah. Like just like the
And
classic.
at the end of
like,
the quiz,
well,
it's always
this
like, if you had to do the quiz,
well,
here's
this
your
is-
answer.
Yeah, it's like
Such
a trick
a
question.
different generation, right? We didn't have these quizzes.
Yeah.
Just go
Also, like
online.
it wasn't like open for like it wasn't like I'm trying to imagine what your high school was like. There were probably gay kids at a school or no?
I mean, I guess there was like maybe like one gay guy, but like not really lesbians. I also went to like a Catholic school with like
okay.
uniform
Right.
and
There was a
Except-
bunch of lesbians
Except,
in my
let's
high
be
school.
real, they were all lesbians.
Yeah.
Let's-
Yeah.
I don't even know. Is there? I can't even think of right now. I don't think there was actually too many that came out of my school. Maybe
Right.
like 2 of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then I pretty much I was in a relationship with a man for 6 years, and then during that
In high
time-
school or after?
No, after high school. This when I was in university, and during that like whole relationship, girls were just like in my
Couldn't get
mind,
it out.
like it
Couldn't
was
get
like
it
this
out.
thing like I couldn't get rid of. And then after we broke up, I like went on Bumble and I was like with like searching for girls and stuff like that.
Was it both? Did you have girls and guys?
Yeah, but I was only swiping on the girls. Like I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then yeah, I pretty much.
Why do I feel mad?
Because you're human and these things happen.
But
Yeah.
I only get mad about men. That's
'Cause
my
you-
issue.
Yeah, she
only
doesn't
get
care
mad
about me
men.
being with
Women, I'm like, yeah,
girls.
you want to swipe on women? Sure.
So I get upset when I think of my wife's one boyfriend that she had sex with, like, and I've met him, and I'm like, fuck.
It just rubs me
Yeah.
wrong way.
Because
You don't care
he's
about
able
girls.
to, men are able to do something that I'll never be able to do. And I don't know if it's,
That's
I don't
what it
have
is.
penis envy, but maybe I do. I don't fucking care. But I don't like the idea that there was some man inside of my wife in a way.
Deeper than you'll ever be able to reach.
Not deeper. I've gone deep, but I have to use an appendage.
Yeah.
I just, I don't like her thinking about her with anybody at all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
But
play this
women
little-
bother you too.
Everybody.
Oh, okay.
Somebody you touched?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to fucking hear about that.
Yeah.
But I talk about my shit all the time. And she's like, because it's funny.
It's the hypocrite.
Yeah. And I'm a total fucking hypocrite.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
So
We're the same.
yeah,
We're the same.
We're the same.
You
Yeah.
are the same.
Yeah.
I feel like we're very similar.
I was
Yeah.
kind of a fuck boy, but I wasn't dedicated to the boy. Like I did a femme for a very long time because I felt that's what my body looked best as at the time. So I was back and forth. I could do femme for a while, and then I never could do like full like stud dyke, you know, like plaid shirts and shit like that. I couldn't.
Is that a Stone Cold Dyke, a plaid shirt? That's all it takes. There you go.
Plaid shirt,
For anyone trying to be a
Arkansas.
Stone Cold Dyke, you just need a plaid shirt.
like facial hair you don't pluck out, like that whole, you know,
yeah,
that
yeah.
whole thing. I was not able to do that. So I feel like I've been able to find my middle ground, but I was fucking anything. It was great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
All right, folks, as you know, Jay and I talk all the time about how expensive these paths to parenthood can be, especially if you're a member of the queer community.
Truth. And if you're one of the lucky folks who've got a high credit score, and not everybody does, but if you're one of the lucky folks, you have more power than you think. We've heard that now is the time to leverage that score to consolidate your debt before interest rates get too high. You can pay off your credit cards faster with a low fixed rate loan from Lightstream.
A credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream can help you pay off your credit cards and lock in a low fixed rate. You can even get your money as soon as the day you apply.
Yeah.
The day.
Yes. And just for our listeners, apply now to get a special interest rate discount and save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/OCT.
That's lightstream.com/OCT.
Disclaimer, subject to credit approval, rates range from 7.99% APR to 19.99% APR and include a 0.50% autopay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply and offers are subject to change without notice.
Visit lightstream.com/OCT for more information.
so then you were Bumble swiping on the chicks.
Yes. And then I met this like girl who I like kind of consider just like trial girlfriend. We only dated for like 6 weeks on and off. But then in that 6 weeks, I was like, okay, this person isn't for me, but like girls are for me. Because I had like slept with girls like on and off too. So like I'd experienced that and I knew that there was that deeper connection there. It was like this crazy thing that I wasn't getting anywhere else. But then, yeah, after I met her, like I met her shortly after. And the second I saw her, I
And
was
then
like,
let's talk about that.
oh my God, I'm
the
gay.
meeting,
The meeting.
How did you meet?
meeting of Carley and Mercedes.
I know it's out there in the world,
I
but
love this story.
Oh, I feel like there should be a heart
tell it.
around their
I
faces
know,
right
you're
now.
so cute.
No, it honestly is because
It's the Newlywed Show,
It is.
but with gay.
But with gay.
But with gay.
I feel like it's like really hard to meet people that are not like on Tinder or on Bumble. So
rare
the
to
fact that
meet
we met
people
in person and like we both had this like instant attraction
How'd you
to
meet
each other.
wait.
Oh
how'd
yeah,
you-
sorry. Go
oh.
ahead.
Okay, so we went to this bar during the pandemic. It was the only bar that was open because it was a rooftop bar. So it was like technically outside, so they were allowed to be open. And it was like a Saturday night, and it was packed, like could not move, elbow to elbow, packed. And I, in my fuckboy phase, was like, this is a pool of women. Who shall I pick up tonight?
Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
okay.
Shane
Yes.
energy.
I'm seeing the pictures, seeing the images.
And I was with my brother. And do you guys want the in-depth story? Or you want me to make it quick?
Yeah.
No.
Go for
Okay.
it.
All right.
So I was with my brother and my best friend at the time, and he was also very much a lady killer. So together, when him and I were together, there was no stopping us.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh boy.
They're trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble. So anyways, we get there, and I'm like scoping out who I'm going to pick up. And there were so many women. You have no idea the amount of women that were in this bar.
Bitches everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay. And so I'm looking, and this was the beginning of the night. So we probably got there around like 11:30. And I look and I see Carley, but I only see like the back of her head / side. Like I couldn't even see her whole body. And I pointed and I was like, that's the girl I'm going to talk to tonight.
Of course.
Wow.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. In my head, it's a movie.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah,
movie.
You're
it
getting a
honestly
visual?
did feel like a movie because at the same point in time, as she walked in and like did the point thing, I didn't see her point to me, but I just like turned around to like scope out the situation, and I saw her walk in with like her brother and her friend at the time, and I was like, oh my God, that is the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life, and I could not stop staring at her. Like, I felt this instant
Wow.
attraction. So like,
And I was literally wearing like sweatpants.
Yeah.
I had like track pants on. I had like,
Like
my running
Adidas
shoes. I had like
tracks,
some
yeah.
chains, a plain shirt. Like I was looking not. I just go out, however.
the black
right?
eyeliner.
Yeah.
Like,
Shane.
Yeah.
And then, so anyways, yeah. So I was like, hey, that's who I'm going to talk to. And then we were sitting at a table, and then my friend brought other girls to the table and whatever. He was trying to get me to talk to the table beside Carley because there was like 10 women. He's like, let's go to this table. And I was like, no, I'm not talking to any. And that's not like me at all. I'd try to pick up multiple. Like, why have one?
Yeah.
You know?
Go.
When you could
just
have them
do
all.
the
Why
whole-
have one when you could have them all?
All right. Yeah.
But I
Uh-huh.
just, for some reason, was like, no, like that's the girl I'm talking to. I'm sticking to that. And so I didn't talk to anyone except for the 2 girls that were at our table for the whole night. And then it was the end of the night at like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And I was like, okay, now I have to go. But okay, I guess I should tell the earlier stuff.
yeah. So then in between, like,
You can tell
this
this.
whole thing, I felt like this like nervous energy just like looking at Mercedes. Like anytime she'd even come near me, I was like,
It's a crush.
oh my God, right? So she was at the bar and I was sitting at my table, and we like quickly made eye contact, and she fucked the shit out of me with her eyes. Like fucked me up and down, like did this like little look and kind of like turned away, and I was like, oh my God, my fucking heart just stopped. And
Oh,
then
young love.
right after that, like it was maybe like 10 minutes after that.
Because I wanted to feel out the vibe with like the
Yeah.
eye contact. Because
Yeah.
you got to feel the vibe out,
Yeah.
right?
So then like 10
And it was a
minutes-
straight bar, by the way.
Yeah, not like a gay
That's the other
bar,
thing.
by the way. So after that, she came up behind me and she like grazed my like lower back
Uh-oh.
and just like ran her fingers like
To
down.
walk to the bathroom.
to
Because she was
walk
like
to
right
the
in the aisle.
bathroom.
So I was like, oh, excuse me.
So then she like literally touched me so like seductively, and I was like, oh my God. And then she didn't even look at me, and she just
I'm
like,
a predator. This makes you sound like a predator.
no. It was not. I mean, okay,
I'm
maybe
a
to
hey
some
mama's
people,
lesbian.
but it was very hot to me. I was like so flustered, right? So then she walks to the bathroom, and I was like, I'm going to the bathroom to fuck her right now. Like I felt this, like I need to go right now. And I was with my sister and her friend at the time, and her friend was like,
That's all it took.
yeah. It was just this energy.
I
It wasn't
love
just
it.
that, but I just had this. I'd never felt this type of energy towards anyone in my life. So I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm going.
Okay.
And then the one girl I was with, she was like, don't be a desperate bitch. Stay here. Like, you're not going to the bathroom. What? Like, you're staying here. Like, don't be desperate. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to look desperate if I go. So I'm like, now I have to sit here, even though I want to be in there. So I just end up staying.
And when I walked back, she wasn't even looking at me. So I'm like, okay, she's straight. It's not going to stop me.
yeah.
And
You weren't
Oh
giving
my
up there.
God. Yes. Yes.
so I wasn't giving up, right?
Good.
And also, I'm like very femme, and I've never had any girls come and hit on me in person,
Right.
Because they all just assume that I'm straight. I
Same.
don't give
That's
off
how
that
my
like
life
gay
always
energy.
was. Same.
Yeah.
So I'd never been approached, or this was like the first time I was ever pursued in person.
Mhm.
by a dike. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
It's
This
so
is amazing.
so
changer.
different.
It's a game changer.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It really is.
So then I got a bottle and I was like, hey, I'm going to go and talk to her now that she didn't even look at me, right? that was my best idea
Still
in my
shooting
head.
your
Right?
shot.
Yeah. So like, okay, so me and my brother both go over to the table because she also had 2 girls and I was with my brother. So we go over to the table and I'm like, hey, do you guys want a shot? And they were all like, no. Like, she's like, oh, I've already had too much to drink. I'm like, no, you're going to take a shot and I'm going to pour it down your throat. And she was like, okay.
Were you afraid that she was going to be attracted to your brother? Because I'd
Just
have been
wait.
like, you
Coming.
better
wait.
not.
Just
Just
wait.
wait.
Uh-oh.
It gets better.
So I pour the shot down her throat. Okay.
Oh my,
And we're
you
talking.
youngins, I don't even know what to do with this.
Yeah.
Like,
Jamie is having a
I'm thinking of hangovers. I'm thinking of getting up with children at
Yeah.
6
Oh, God.
a.m.
No.
Okay.
None
okay,
of that
keep,
here.
All right.
Hey.
Okay. Continue.
Okay, so we're talking, and then my brother kind of swoops in and starts talking to her. And he was like kind of flirting with her and like being like, oh, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, well, he needs more help than me. So I'll just move on to the next, right? So
Yeah.
I turn around and they're talking.
And I was talking to her brother because she introduced him as her brother. And so this was in my head. I wasn't thinking of him flirting with me. I was like, I'm building great rapport with her family.
Aw,
I mean, like,
cancer.
you know what
love
I
it.
mean? I was literally just trying to get on her family's good side because I was like, we're going to be family one day. Like, we need to get along.
I love this.
So I like kind of started realizing that her brother was hitting on me a bit and she started like lacking interest in me. Like she had like turned around. She was still nearby.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. Like I'm not this like bold person, but I was like, I have to like shoot my shot with her. So I literally stopped him mid-sentence. I was like, I am so sorry, but I just want to let you know that I'm interested in your sister. And I just like,
And I turned right back around. I was like, oh.
her neck broke. she got whiplash turning around so fast.
Fucking yes. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my God.
my brother was a little butthurt.
He's like, oh, fuck.
This is a scene from the L Word.
This is a scene from the L Word. Absolutely.
So then her and I were talking, whatever. We got each other's Instagrams and she was going to an after party. So she was like, come to this after party. I was like, okay, we went to the after party. It was super lame.
Yeah, it was fucked.
So I was
Not
like,
fun.
let's get out of here and go skinny dipping. And she was like, okay.
As you do.
So
As you do,
I love it.
obviously.
yeah. So we left and we went skinny dipping. And then that's when I
And-
kissed her.
Uh-huh. I
And
mean,
then-
okay. That's
Yeah.
all.
We got naked and then
okay.
kissed.
Yeah.
So then we went back
And that's
to
all
the...
we did. We just
We just
Really?
kissed. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just kissed.
Wait,
and then we went back.
You had this attraction. You're in water, buck ass naked, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't fuck?
No. And we had so much to talk. We were just talking and talking and
Yeah,
talking.
like,
we
we
went
literally
back to
couldn't
the
shut
after party.
up.
That was crap.
And we stayed
Wow.
up till what, like 6, 7 in the morning, just like talking. Like, we
Talking and
stayed at this
talking.
after party at this random dude's house till the sun came up, talking about like aliens and shit. Like it was so random, but we had
Wow.
so much shit to talk
And
about.
then what question
Aw.
did you ask?
Oh yeah. So then as the night goes on, I like kind of dialed it back to at the bar because I was like, how did you even know I was gay? Because I was like, women don't approach me. This is not something that like this is not something that happens to me. Like,
That's
this
a-
felt
that's
like
a
my
thing,
life felt like
right?
a movie at that point.
Right.
And she was like, I honestly didn't know if you were gay, but you were going to be tonight. And I was like,
They keep,
Yes!
they keep, what do we call this? They
It's
keep
the air
air
jerk.
jerk.
air
Yeah.
jerking
Air
off.
jerking.
If men were doing that, it would be like an issue.
It
But
would,
these
because
two
It is
Yeah.
an issue for us too. It's an
Keep
issue.
on
me
But
doing
we
it.
don't care.
We don't
love their
why
air
care?
jerk. It's
It-
an,
it's-
it's fun.
It's authentic and it means a lot. Like if
Yeah,
I'm
it
air
does.
jerking, I'm into the
That's
story,
a
not
good one.
necessarily
Yeah.
air jerking other people. But
Like,
I'm
oh,
like, that's a
tell more.
fucking
Yeah.
that's good shit. Yeah.
So you meet, it's love at first sight, basically. You're in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
And then how does the TikTok begin?
Well, it was the pandemic.
Uh-huh.
And she actually moved to Toronto.
Yeah.
So she was living in the Falls. We were both living in the Falls. And then after we started, like actually, we hung out every day after that hangout that we had, right? It was just every day because that's what lesbians do.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
U-Haul.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So then she ended up moving to
So
Toronto.
I did the opposite of U-Haul. I literally moved an hour and a half
yeah.
away from her after we started
across
dating.
the country.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like, I had already had plans to move before I met her. And that was like a mistake that I felt like I made in my last relationship was that I let what they wanted stop me from doing what I wanted. So
Right.
that was like, even though we just started dating, I was like, I still need to go and
Be your
pursue
own.
my plans.
Right.
So, and I explained that to her and she was okay with it, but she's like, yeah, we're not going to fucking
I'm
make
like,
it.
we're not lasting.
Like,
at all.
this is
I
whatever.
think we're gonna have. I think I'm gonna drive to Toronto and like see
How
you all
far
the
is
time.
Toronto?
Like,
Give us some
it's
context.
only like an hour and a half.
An hour and a half
Oh,
drive.
that's far.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
then
dating
also
someone in
with
Brooklyn for
traffic,
us.
it's more
Yeah.
and like it's you know, you can
Yeah, like
literally
2
have like
hours
a
with
3-hour
traffic or,
drive,
like-
something, like depending.
Right.
But we made it work. We honestly saw each other like every day. Like we'd take turns. So she'd drive up to Toronto for like 3 nights or 2 days, 3 nights, whatever. And then like a day or two later, I'd go to Niagara. So we would both take turns commuting, and that's literally how we made it work.
Yeah, but we weren't working.
We
so
would also
that was
sleep on
easy.
FaceTime together.
Right.
Sleep on
That was-
FaceTime.
yeah,
so
every
good.
night.
Yeah.
I did. This is literally what happened with me and my wife. We met. We kind of U-hauled it for like 2 weeks, and then I went on a cruise ship I was gone for 2 years, and we
What?
long distance
Holy
for like
shit.
2 years.
And
yeah,
but you couldn't see each other.
because
you were on a cruise
every
ship.
vacation she got from she works in a school. Every school vacation she came on the ship.
Wow.
And we FaceTimed on the ship. I got the special ship number. It was like a whole thing every night. Yeah, we long distance
That's
for like
a lot
while.
crazier than us.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We only got to see each other 5 days a week. It was really hard.
Yeah, it was really difficult sleeping without her those 2 nights a week.
So, but then how did the TikTok begin?
Yeah, so we weren't working because it was the pandemic. It was
Yeah.
like the heat of the pandemic, and we were like, Serb isn't cutting it. Like, we need to figure out something else to do. Like, what else can we do? And so we're like, let's.
Wait, did you guys have
What's
Serb here?
Serb?
So
What's
Serb
Serb?
is like
That's must be
the
Canadian.
COVID like relief. So like when everyone was unemployed, the government was giving everyone $2,000
a month.
a month. But regardless
Wow.
of your,
Fuck,
but it was
Canada is brilliant.
what I think the problem with it is that everyone got the same amount. So if you were making $100,000
Right.
a month and you have all those expenses,
Right.
everyone
Yeah,
gets $2,000
$2,000.
regardless. So like that was the situation for me is that like I was making more, and then
Like serving and bartending.
with
you can
serving
make
and
like
bar-
4,
yeah,
5,
yeah.
6
yeah,
grand a
you're
month.
making like
Right.
a killing
Mhm.
at the time. But then obviously like we all got like laid off, and so my bills were like
way more than
way
$2,000.
more than that. So like the
Right.
$2,000 a month was just not cutting it. So we were like, okay, we need to figure out a way to like make some money and like just like an extra couple $100 a month, just so that
Mm-hmm.
I can afford some groceries or
Right.
Right.
literally
My car
do-
payment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally do anything at all. So then that's why we started an OnlyFans.
Wait, what is OnlyFans?
Oh.
Wait,
I
Wait.
mean, I don't know what to tell you, Jay. You've been missing out on the world.
I don't know what this. Listen, I
OnlyFans
have
is where-
small
Did you guys know we
kids.
had OnlyFans?
I don't even know what
I
that
didn't know
is.
you guys had one, but
Are we
Okay.
allowed to talk about
Wait,
it?
is
or-
this like a
Yeah.
sex? Is this like a sex?
Yeah.
What?
it's the sexy. Yeah, you pay for some
It's
sexy.
the
You pay for some
spicy
sexies.
website.
You have your main feed on OnlyFans. So people subscribe. They whatever you can make it free. You can make it $3. You can make it $25. Whatever it is, like a monthly fee. So ours is $10 a month. And so we post like pictures, like lingerie pics,
Yeah.
photo shoot pics,
Like
like sexy
spicy.
pics on our main feed. And then you can purchase extra content in the DMs. So in a private, unlocked
yes.
situation. So it's not
Okay,
for everyone
gotcha,
to see. It's
gotcha.
that anyone who wants something extra, like they can ask or we
and
can
they'll
send out.
be willing to pay for it.
Yes.
Okay.
So the TikTok started because we
After
had started
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans and we didn't know how to promote it. And at the time, like we weren't really promoting it much on like our personal pages because we weren't like trying to
Right.
tell
Tell
everyone. So
everyone.
we're
yeah,
like,
families
let-
and like
yeah.
there's like a lot that went into it. And
it's not like the
you-
easiest conversation to have.
That's I
with-
will. My
yeah.
question as a mom, I'm like, do your parents know?
Yes,
Yes,
they know.
My family is super. I'm very. The second I'm like I'm starting an OnlyFans. Like I'm doing this. Like I'm
Yeah.
very open with my family,
Right.
Yeah.
and I don't care what anyone thinks. So I'm fine to tell whoever.
I'm
like, if you don't
the
like
same
it,
way. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Okay.
they're- and they're cool
It's
with
not
it.
your body.
They're good.
It's not,
And they're,
yeah.
and they're like down.
My mom had a iffy moment where she was like not loving it.
Yeah.
But now she's fine with it because
Yeah.
it's
You
been
control
2
it.
years.
It's
Like-
it's not
And
like
it's
you're going
profitable.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I'm like, here, let me show you
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, we started it and that was just like to get some extra cash. And so after that, we started TikTok and that was
To
our way
promote
to
it.
promote our OnlyFans. So then our TikTok started blowing up, which meant obviously it drove traffic to our OnlyFans. So
Right.
now that's like how we make a living. Like that's like the main,
That's our main source.
our
of
main
income.
source of income.
OnlyFans.
Is OnlyFans.
Yes.
Yes.
We obviously get paid through like brands and promotions and things like that, but OnlyFans is like the largest platform for
Yeah.
us. But now I feel like it's getting to a point where we want to like take our career in another direction. Like we're really
Right.
interested in like unscripted and like TV and like reality. And so I think we are trying to like slowly transition out of it.
We said we
We
wouldn't
said that
stop doing
we wouldn't stop
OnlyFans
doing
until
it.
we're making somewhat of the same money.
Yeah,
doing
so
social
that has
media.
to match
and we would
whatever
continue
we're making
OnlyFans,
now.
but it would go in a completely different direction than what it is now.
Right.
Like with OnlyFans, it would just be like main feed, like sexier
Like, we
photos.
wouldn't be
it wouldn't
as,
be.
like-
we wouldn't be as like
Like, because right now
R-rated.
this is like our
Right.
like full-time thing, so that would be more like our part-time
Yeah.
thing. And yeah, we would definitely switch up
Okay.
the content style a bit.
Yeah.
But
Well, your TikTok is like just like two girls in love to me, feels like.
I feel like
yeah,
it's like
we have because we used to do a lot more like sexual stuff on TikTok, and then we kept getting violations, and then our
Right.
account
Now
was
we
at
have to
risk
be
for being
very
God
Oh,
PG.
forbid
right.
lesbians
Yeah.
do
Mhm.
anything.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so-
we'll do the odd post here and there to like promote our OnlyFans or plug it or talk about it. But we are very sexual people in general. So we like
Right.
talking about sex, even if OnlyFans wasn't a thing.
We would
Right.
We
still be
love talking about sex.
Yeah.
We love being open. We
Yeah.
love learning about everyone's things and telling people about our things. But it's hard to do that on TikTok, right? So
Yeah.
that's
Right.
we try to do a more wholesome version of our relationship on TikTok.
Yeah,
Right.
but like YouTube, we
YouTube,
do like
we're
sex
very open.
Q&As,
Yeah.
like Instagram. I feel like Instagram, you kind of have to be like,
Instagram's hit and miss.
yeah, it's like hit
Right.
and miss.
Yeah.
But TikTok, it's like you can't,
Very
you can't say
strict, yeah.
much,
They're
and you have to
strict.
use code names for everything you say.
Right,
Oh my
right.
God.
We need to like segue into, are you getting married? Is marriage on the table?
Yeah, we kind of took a turn from the whole family.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
where
how
it's
this
into it.
started.
It
That's
It
like
is the
too
Queer
much.
Families
Yeah.
podcast, so we do have to talk a
Yeah.
little bit about that.
Yeah,
Got
enough
it.
about sex.
Yeah,
Dirty girl.
But that's how you make a
dirty,
queer
yeah,
family.
Dirty
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
It starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God,
then
I have
it
sex to
goes-
make a baby. So
Yeah.
Right.
We try.
Right,
We try
we try.
every
Spit
night.
don't
If
make
and
babies.
only,
It's so
if
sad.
only it works.
If only.
So
We're gonna
is
try egg
marriage on the table? Like, what's going on?
I have never in my life been asked more about when I'm going to propose to Carly than the last 3 months.
Is that like all us?
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
50% you guys,
Wow,
50% everyone else in our lives.
yeah.
So, like, I feel like family.
And we're all
friends
staring at you
and-
like,
Yeah,
yeah, what are you gonna?
when is it going to happen?
So
Right.
you're the one who has to propose, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's my duty.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that Carly has this very strict criteria of how she wants the proposal to go.
Of course she
Okay.
does. Of course.
Yes. She's an A-type personality.
Yeah.
Monica Geller. I call her Monica Geller. You guys
There
watch
it
Friends?
is.
Friends,
Yes.
yeah.
Do we watch
At Monica's,
Friends?
you can eat cookies over the couch. Like
They-
that's
no,
fully
cookies over the sink.
cookies over the sink. Oh my God,
Yeah.
not over the couch.
Yeah. Oh God, not over the couch.
Never on the couch.
Never on the couch.
We have a baby. It's our couch.
Yeah.
Okay?
Literally.
Yeah. So, yes, I will be proposing, but Carly has a strict criteria of she needs full glam. She needs her nails done. She needs a videographer. She needs pictures. She needs it to be like alone. She wants it to be like private with just us, yet a surprise.
Okay.
So I need to make sure all of that's done
a
while
lot.
still surprising.
Easy,
her.
right?
I understand that.
Not
I
too much to
actually
ask.
understand that.
How am I going to make
I-
sure she's
I,
full glam, full nails,
yeah,
like
it's
new
hard.
nails?
I got
Sorry.
ideas for you, but we ain't not gonna talk about it here.
But a
We'll
video,
work it out.
she wants it to be private with a videographer, a photographer, and a surprise.
Okay, can
I got you.
When we like first talked about this, I did have like very high standards, and I still do, but I feel like I'm a lot more realistic about it now. So I'm like, as long as my nails aren't like falling off, right? Like they're
Right.
like
Right.
They
and
look
I-
nice right
Thank you.
now.
I just got them done, but like
Oh.
I leave my nails on for like a month. So if you can hit it within like the first 2 weeks of
There
me
you
getting
go.
my nails done,
There you go,
not
Mercedes.
bad.
Yeah,
Right.
easy peasy
and
lemon
at
squeezy.
first,
Yeah.
I
Piece
did
of
say
cake.
a videographer and a photographer. I said all that shit. But now I'm like, literally, as long as there's a video of it, because that
Imagine a
means-
surprise.
Yeah.
I'm surprising
Can you imagine
Oh
if
my
this was it
God.
right
A
there?
camera's just in her face, and she wants it to be a surprise. Okay.
Your nails look
This would be
fly.
a surprise because I would have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That
Like
would
if
be
it was a situation like
Mercedes.
no
I got
idea.
it in my pocket.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So
I
the
think
next one.
yeah, so I just said as long as I look presentable, like not just like fucking rolled out, just my everyday makeup is fine. I don't need
Yeah.
a ball gown. I don't
Yeah.
need a special outfit. I just want to look back on these like photos and videos and just like love everything about it, you know?
Right.
So I feel like it's less intense now, but my standards were like up here. I needed
Mhm.
everything before, but
Yeah.
now I'm like,
Okay. What's your cut, Diamond?
Oh, you
If
have
you
a
do
ring in
diamond.
mind?
no. Well, okay, here.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
We went on my Instagram
Oh my
yesterday
God.
because here's the thing.
I went. You know how you have the explore page on Instagram, and it's just
Yeah.
like not on your home feed, but it's just like a thing of what you search
Yeah.
or do whatever. And so I go on hers last night, and I swear all of it is rings
Uh oh.
dogs and babies.
There it is.
That's it.
There it is.
And
That's
I
why
was
you're
the most
here.
wholesome shit that I'm doing on
was
Instagram.
There you
scrolling for
go.
days, and it was just all different rings, all
Yeah.
different. I was like,
And babies.
The only reason
Okay.
why my explore page is like full of that stuff, because like I want to say like 2 weeks ago, I was like, well, what do you want to do? She's like, let's look at rings together. So she asked me. So then ever since she said that, now that's like the only thing that's been on my mind, you know?
Uh-oh. So
So she
rings.
kind of sparked it.
Rings.
That's your fault, Mercedes.
I know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, so marriage, and then that will happen, and you have the dog already, and so what about? Do you want? Okay, we should do
Babies.
like rapid fire, and you should just answer at the same time.
Yes,
That's
okay.
what I think. Okay,
How many
Wait,
babies?
so in
wait.
depth.
Do you want babies?
I don't know.
Answer together. Wait,
You
answer
have to
together.
answer.
Sorry, okay.
One,
Do you want babies?
I don't know.
Okay, that's good.
2 or 4 babies.
One.
Okay, we're on the
can't-
same
don't
page.
look
Wait,
at
okay,
each other.
okay,
They're not
wait,
looking
wait,
at
wait.
each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Who will carry?
Carly.
That was good. That was good.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's going to be the chef for the family?
Carly.
Me.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Got you.
Okay, do you know the difference between IVF and IUI?
No.
Okay. Wait, so we're getting our baseline here.
Homeschool or public school? Go.
Public school.
Like,
We've
okay.
never
That.
talked about that, but thank God.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, wait. Known donor or sperm bank?
Sperm
I
bank.
don't care.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. At home insemination or fertility center?
At home insemination.
Okay.
Okay.
Turkey
Okay.
baster.
So we're gonna turkey baste this.
Dildo.
This
shit.
is
We're gonna
wait,
turkey
go ahead.
baste it.
Turkey basting. I was just going to ask, would you do lactation?
I don't think I would.
I think your nipples
I
are
think
way too sensitive for
I
that.
have very sensitive nipples. You graze it the wrong way, I'm like, ugh. So
Right.
I don't know if I could have that. But also, I feel like that would feel. This is weird. I like identify as a woman, but I feel like it would feel dysphoric for me to breastfeed.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
also,
don't know.
possibly
It's weird
to
with me.
carry
Yeah.
as well, maybe, or
Never.
there's no desire
Never.
whatsoever.
No, never.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel so masculine that it feels weird to me to be in that.
And
Yeah.
Mercedes, how do you feel about the idea of being a non-bio parent, not biologically related to the kid?
I don't think I'll care. I feel like I love very easily. I feel like I have like attachment issues, so I feel like I'll get attached to. Like I won't look at it like that.
Right.
Right.
I won't look at it as like that's not my kid because I feel like it would feel the same as like when you adopt a kid, you love it
Right.
sometimes even more. I feel
Yeah.
because it's like you're doing something so good, right? But I don't think that I'll care at all.
Yeah.
We've talked about doing my egg.
That's
Is that
reciprocal
reciprocal?
IVF.
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal
we've discussed
RIVF.
that.
We've talked
Oh,
about that,
and
but
is that on the table?
it is on the
Yeah.
table.
Because Carly, how would you feel about being a non-bio parent? Do you feel strongly about having a biological connection?
Well, I honestly, even though
I
like
think it comes down to
technically,
genetics.
Yeah,
and I just
feel-
have worse genetics.
yeah, I don't think we care whose is whose. But if we were to use her egg, even though I would carry it, I still feel like I would be the biological parent because
Yeah.
I carried it, because I would be breastfeed. Like I feel like
That would
that
be
would
like
be
the
like
best.
case
that's
scenario.
that's like the best case
Yeah.
lesbian
Yeah, because it's like,
baby
yeah,
making
even though it's
scenario.
like not my
My
DNA,
DNA,
like
but
I
you're-
fucking created you.
Yeah.
You know, like
also
literally, like-
happens to be the most expensive.
yeah. we got to start
Yeah.
selling
And
more
the
sex
most-
tapes.
And there you go. Oh my God. And this is the origin story.
Yeah.
So this is why we're together, because we're going to walk you through all these processes.
Yeah.
Not that you need our advice, because our advice sucks. Let's be real.
But
We're
maybe
messes.
well, some
We
of
don't
it
know
sucks.
We've been down the
we don't
road.
know anything. We've done our own
older-
research. Remember when we like first got together, we spent like hours and hours researching like how to do like the turkey baster at home, and remember
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
percentages.
You know, you have to have like 5 orgasms for it to work the best. Like,
What a
if
I
you-
shame,
never heard
huh?
that.
The
I never
time
heard
that
that.
my ex-wife did IUI, right after the doctor left the room and it was done, we fucked on the table. She got pregnant.
Your
Yep.
shit's like contracting. Like
Yeah.
it's supposed to help the
It's supposed to
sperm
help
flow.
them swim up, I suppose. But
Yeah.
2.5 years it took me, and I never did after the inseminations, never once. And the one time,
You never
one
what?
time,
You never what? Say it.
did it.
Did what?
Had orgasm. What do you want? Like,
Fuck.
no,
Fuck.
I didn't fuck. My wife wasn't even there the last time because we had been
Oh.
through 3 years.
Oh.
3 years
Yeah.
of trying. So this is the first one she couldn't come to.
And that's the
And-
one you got pregnant?
Yep.
Well, don't fuck. You either fuck or you don't fuck.
No, but I had an orgasm.
By
Like you
yourself.
masturbated.
myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lord.
And then it stuck.
That's
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah.
just got that. I just
Got
got that.
it.
We
whole
just want to
shit.
hear it come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But-
what is IUI?
Okay, so
intrauterine
insemination. So that's where they take
and they go into the what's the thing in the uterus that
the
they go?
cervix.
The
They
cervix.
go through the
Thank you.
cervix. So they take this little tiny tube and they put it in the cervix and they insert
it
the sperm
hurts.
literally into.
It hurts.
It pinches.
It doesn't hurt.
Oh, is it like getting like an IUD?
I don't
sort
know
of.
what that feels
It's like some
Oh, that was
they put the
fucking
speculum.
excruciating.
They put the speculum in, and then it's like a little tiny.
But the
little
first
tiny-
time hurt.
It didn't hurt me. I don't know.
mean,
I think
sensitive.
everybody's different.
Yeah.
You have a vagina
and then-
made out of burlap.
There you go. Seasoned and strong. But IVF is when they harvest your eggs. You do all
Right.
them. You know IVF.
They mix it in the
In
it's
the tube.
petri dish.
It's
baby.
literally a test
Petri
tube,
dish.
baby.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
test tube.
but
Yeah.
there's all kinds of things. So we're gonna find out if you're ready for it. Is what we're really gonna do together as a team.
I gotta tell you, the best advice though I heard from a married couple. They were married, 2 women, married 35 years. And my ex-wife and I went to go visit. I don't know how we met, but we were at their home. It was so beautiful, and it looked like old lesbian home with all the pictures and the stuff that they collected. And we were like, "What's the secret? How do you guys fucking keep this going?"
Yeah.
And they both said, "Patience and kindness. When I can't be kind, I'm patient. When I can't be patient, I'm kind." And that has been my motto more now than with my ex-wife. But
Yeah.
it's really patience and kindness.
That's
'Cause-
really good
yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
Our advice is that like for each other is that it's not always 50-50. Sometimes it has to be 80-20. And I feel like that's what we try to
That's
remember
good.
on
Yeah, so
bad
like-
days and stuff. When I can only give 20, you have to give 80. Everyone always says it's 50-50. It has to be 50-50.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Relationships take a lot of work and a lot of communication and a lot of commitment and a lot it's work.
And knowing
Yeah,
what
you have to
yours
show up
needs.
every day.
And then you
Every
add
show up.
kids
Yeah.
to the mix, and then you have it's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Does having kids give you a reason to stay together on the hard days, or is it the relationship itself? Like adding kids to the mix, is that like your reason?
Reason to stay together.
Yeah, like if you're having like a not like reason to like keep going, push through on the really, really hard days, or if you're going through like a rough patch or a hard time, or
You know what? For me, I feel like it's actually the fact that we made the commitment and we got married. Like the commitment is what makes me push through on the hard
marriage
days.
itself.
The commitment to each other. Like I am fully 100% invested, committed to my marriage with my wife, and I love my wife. But there's hard days.
Yeah.
But it's our commitment. It's not the kids. It's nothing outside. It's the commitment I made to my wife, and I honor my commitments. Like I'm hardcore about that. I'm also a serial monogamist, so like
yeah.
I don't look sideways.
So have you never had a hoe phase in your life, or have you?
Listen. In high school, I had
God
sex.
damn.
I wasn't a hoe, but like
We call it a hoe phase.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah.
I mean, I played the field. I've done what I needed to do. You know what I mean? Like I don't lack for any sexual experiences in my life. I don't lack for any other partners. I'm not lacking.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm set. But
Yeah.
I'm really fully committed to this commitment.
Yeah.
For me, that's what it is.
It's the commitment.
Yeah. For me, it's the commitment. And the kids, they help that along, but they make it harder. They make it a million times harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Right.
got divorced because I watched. My wife was holding my ex-wife was holding our son, and we were screaming at each other. And I saw the scene, and I remembered my childhood, and I was like, "I'm out of fucking here."
Like it was like
we were
a
having
moment.
It was a
Yeah.
moment where I was like, "My son is not going to be in a household like this, and one of us is going to kill each other if somebody doesn't go."
Yeah.
But I needed that relationship to be where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And I also have learned what I really need. My wife is okay saying that she's submissive to me. That's important because I don't want to dick fight with anybody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I need a woman to know that
Like
at
the power
least
struggle.
like at least how we present, is that she defers to me and not to feel any kind of way about it. And I didn't know that was important to me until Aaron did it and really leans in. The funny part though is that woman is a fucking hero. Like most times we're doing what she okays. You know what I mean? So, but we don't fight. We don't really fight. She won't yell and scream. I'm the one who acts like a fucking dick sometimes. And she's also Buddhist for 20 years. So she's really,
chill, and she's done a lot of self-work. So she just lets me be us. And I need that. I need a stable person like me, and a Scorpio or a Pisces. We didn't work out because too much emotion, too much water. Even another Cancer. It's just, it's too much.
Yeah. I don't think water signs should be with water.
No. And she's Earth. Erin is Earth. And I curve around her in so many ways. But what makes it work is that I made a good choice. Out of all the women I've ever been with, it's the best choice. It fits. And I, for the first time, realized I don't want life without this person. I used to fantasize sometimes that my exes would like disappear or like drive away, or when I was with them and like, God, I wish this bitch would just not necessarily just be away somehow.
Yeah.
And I never want her gone, even when we're having hard days. And I like who she is when she's in a room by herself. I just like but it's not how I feel. It's just, I'm so
I love that.
Yeah.
We were literally just talking about this last night. Like, your person should feel like home, and like we're like, because we both have a lot of anxiety and stuff, and we were just saying, like, when we're going through shit, like, you're the only person that I want there. Like, we could be literally anywhere in the world, but if she's like near me when I'm going through something, I'm like, that is home, you know. So
yeah, that's good shit. Was it strange for any of? Wait, this is another show.
I know, and we have to
wrap it up.
like, because this is already like 3 episodes. And
Right.
We're gonna have
we
to
can
cut so much out.
Let's wrap it
wrap
up.
it up.
This
So-
has been like so awesome. There's gonna be so much more to come.
this is
Yes.
the lesbian
So much
urge
editing
to
to do.
merge.
This is the
this is
yeah.
the
An urge to
gang.
merge. Yes, it's amazing, and we're so happy y'all came all the way from Canada to talk to
Thank
us.
you
Yes.
so much for
Yes,
having
this
us and
was the
inviting us
best.
here.
So good.
This was
And
so
for real,
fun.
reach out to us in any way. I don't know. I like hate the word advice. And like even mentorship feels like we know something you don't. It's just we've been on the planet a little longer and maybe we've gone through some things. And if my fuck ups can help you not fuck up,
Yeah.
I want to tell you all my fuck ups. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you my successes too. But
Even
anything.
perspective.
I was
Yeah.
just going to say,
Different
hearing a different
perspectives.
perspective
Yeah.
really just like,
We don't
Yeah.
have anyone in
Yeah.
our lives that are like older, queer.
That's what. See, we need to
anything
start
that.
and like have
nurturing
been through the
this.
things that like
And we
we're
know
probably
all
going to
about
go through.
queer baby making.
Yeah.
So we,
Yeah.
we are your go-to place
Yeah.
for that
Yeah.
shit. Also the podcast. Just go listen to the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Awesome.
you so much. This has
Thank
been
you for coming
great.
out.
This
Thank
is
you
so
for
great.
having us. We love you guys.
Love you
We
too.
love you.
This is the best.
Those young humans.
What a ride. What a ride. That
What a
I did not know
ride.
where it was going to go from moment to
Child.
moment. OMG. I mean, can't wait to see what's in
Yeah.
store for them. And this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship. And listen, is it weird that I feel like really maternal towards them? Like I want to keep them safe and make sure that they're okay and that they're prepared for life and that they're being careful. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I think it's because I have a daughter.
Maybe
I'm
because I feel like they make me young. Like I feel like I'm their age until I realize
They
like,
make me feel older. That's so funny.
oh, they make
Because
me feel
I'm like-
young.
I'm like, oh, please be careful. Like, I think it might be because I have a daughter who's getting to the age where she's starting to be sassy at me and like do what
Oh,
she
yeah.
wants. And I'm like, oh God. But
They're amazing. And
They
the things
are.
that they're able to do and just they're open. I tell you, once again, I said it in the beginning, these women have convinced me that Canadians just are just the bomb. There's a different sensibility, but they're dope and they're cool and there's a sweetness that I just don't sense with some of these Americans that I've encountered in my 48.
that's why I was yelling at my kids at the Eiffel Tower. Stop being obnoxious. And also, like, just their openness, and they're just
Yeah.
they're putting their lives out there, and they're open books, and you know, I appreciate them letting us in, and
Yeah, I'm just happy that we didn't have this technology when I was coming up
mm,
because I don't think I would be as responsible as they are.
mm. Well, they're doing a good job. They have over 1 million followers on TikTok. So
Yeah.
who are we to talk about them in any way? They're the ones we
Hey,
need to talk
I just want to be
about.
down. I just want to be able to
Just
hang
wanna
out.
Be down.
If you love this show
Yeah.
and want to represent your love for us and our beautiful families, you need to head to our shop and get some If These Ovaries Could Talk, the Queer Families podcast merch. We have all kinds of merch, and now the holidays is a perfect time to buy. So many designs, and you could put those designs on any product in the store. T-shirts, mugs, notebooks, face masks, children, laptops. That was a
Children.
joke. Not children. So go to the link in our bio on our Instagram page to get to the store. Once you get to the store, buy the stuff.
Yeah,
Boom.
you can also go to tpublic.com and search for If These Ovaries Could Talk. Our merch should pop up too. And don't forget, all you lovely folks out there, to join us on Patreon to help us create this super important queer content. You're going to head to patreon.com/ovariestalk to sign up and get that bonus content. Go get that.
And then head on over to our social media, Ovaries Talk on the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and the TikTok, and the YouTube. You
We're
can't
everywhere.
miss us. We are
You really can't.
everywhere.
We just keep showing up.
Support the podcast and join our community on Patreon, patreon.com/Ovaries Talk. And don't forget, you get bonus content. Boop, boop,
Yes.
ba-doo.
Go look at that bonus content. And we have to say a special thank you to our sponsors, Lightstream.
Mm-hmm.
Lightstream is the nation's premier online consumer lender. They offer low-interest fixed-rate loans from $5,000 to $100,000 for practically any purpose.
And a huge thank you to
Huge.
all you Patreoners who are helping us make this show. We love you. We thank you.
Oh, we thank you so much.
Habla. I don't know. I wanted to say
Habla?
I don't know. I wanted to say something in a different language, and I
Like
couldn't.
au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Yes.
My favorite thing to do when I was in France was just walk in the store. Bonjour. It's my favorite thing. Bonjour. And then they're like, and then they start speaking to you in French, and then, anyway, we should get out of your ears.
All
You got to
right.
get on with your busy, lovely, beautiful, queer, but with gay lives.
But with gay lies. All right. Back to the kids, though. That's what that means for me.
yeah. So
Well, one
without
kid, but-
further ado, yeah. Sometimes it feels like multiple, even when it's one.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Eggs
Eggs, ovaries,
out.
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 Later.
We'll see you soon. We'll be back in your ears soon.
If these ovaries could talk, they would say,
Eggs, ovaries out.